Well, good morning. It's a beautiful morning. It's late August up here in Rhode Island. I am on a morning hike. The heat has finally broke and we've got some nice fall-like temperatures this morning. It's in the low 50s and the daytime high is only supposed to get about 68 degrees. So what a better morning to come out for a hike. Now, my plan this morning is I am going to hike the red trail that goes around Spring Lake. I'm in the Black Hut management area. You're going to recognize some of this footage from an earlier video that I did on a hike back up here to an old Catholic camp. I think I'm going to go down to the Catholic camp this morning since I have to pass by it anyway. Have me a cup of coffee and also have me a bowl of oatmeal for breakfast. So we're going to get on our way. There's supposed to be some quarries up through here that are nice to see. Supposed to be an abandoned Dynamite Shack. Now, I'm not so sure about the Dynamite Shack because of the fact that to me, growing up, it was an underground house, but we're going to see if we can get to it. So I'm going to head down to the lake, have my coffee, have me some breakfast, and then we're going to hike the red trail. All right, so we're almost at the Catholic camp, but I just want to stop over here, show you one of the quarries along the way to the Catholic camp. Alright, so even though I could sit at this spot all morning, I guess I need to pack up and get hiking that trail, because it's going to be a long walk. And even though today's only going to be 70, it's going to warm up fast, but it's a beautiful spot to have breakfast, have a morning coffee. So this section of woods that I'm in, the trail that I'm walking, the red trail that goes up around Spring Lake, at one time this was actually called Herring Pond Drive, back when Spring Lake was also known as Herring Pond before they changed the name of it. And this is a section of the road that, if it actually went all the way through and connected, it would actually take you out on North Shore Drive over by Spring Lake Beach. But I'm just walking around taking in the rock formations. So I detailed off the red trail for a little bit. There was another trail that went off to the right, not sure where it had went, and it's an unmarked trail. I don't know, I think I might have found the quarry that my friends used to jump off of when we were kids. So I'm gonna take a look around here, see if this is it. As you can see in front of me, that is a huge rock pile from back in the quarry days. Some of the stones up through here have drill marks in it from when they put the dynamite. But yeah, they piled up all these rocks. I'm gonna take a look at this quarry. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to get down to it because it's awfully steep. 30 years ago, we used to be able to get closer to the quarry. And I do believe this is the one my friends used to dive off of. So this section here looks a little more swampy. Got a rock outcropping there. The reason why I think this is a quarry is because of the flat cliff walls. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can get a better view, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a better view from here. Let me try going back down the other way. I gotta go back where I came from anyway, because this trail does come to a dead end. All right, so I did find a way to get back here. It's a little tough with it all being grown in and all the rocks that I had to climb over, but I do believe this might be the quarry, and this might be where on Google Earth I saw what looked like an anomaly of an open area. Just spotted this in the woods. Not gonna go in it or anywhere near it, but looks like somebody set up a primitive camp out here. So I veered off the red trail again because I wanted to see where this road actually takes me. And at the junction where the red yellow trails come together and this other wider road goes up through the woods a little bit further. However, I do see a house and I'm hearing roosters, so I know this road probably is going to link up to Cherry Farm Road, the newer parts that they built. So I'm going to continue back down on the red. I don't know if you heard the rooster. I'm going to continue back down on the red and yellow trail. I did hike a little further, and I did actually come to the flat top Dynamite Shack that we called the underground house. So I'm going to show this to you real quick, and then I'm going to head, I don't know, I guess back up that way, because this is supposed to be state management land in the red trail. But let me show you the shack. We call this the underground house. So apparently this is the Dynamite Shack. That was supposed to be dynamite anyway. Some people say that it was actually a house that they built, and then they cemented over it afterwards. Some people say this was the root cellar, and some people say from the Historical Society that this was an old Dynamite Shack. But as kids, we call this the underground house. And I'm gonna turn on my light. I'm gonna go down in it. Not sure what still exists down here. All right, so my light is really not doing a good job of lighting up down here, but looks like somebody turned this into a little primitive camping area. That is a big spider. But yeah, we call this the underground house. So I think this was not a Dynamite Shack, although the Historical Societies may have said it was, and a couple people say that, and I'll show you why. So first, we got these rings that look like they might have hung something to dry. And as you can see, there was a fireplace, and there was a hole there that actually looks like it might have been a wood stove, and then there was something to hang to dry there. So this is what the inside looks like. Not sure if my light is really lighting up enough to see. So I'm going to head out of the shack now. Show you the top of it. There used to be a date on the top, although with all the moss, I don't know if we're going to be able to find the date that was originally on the cement. And it, ow, all full of thorns and briars back here. Oh, that's interesting. Don't know what that is. Over here you can see where there used to be the old chimney that came up out of the cellar hole. I'm gonna hike around to the back part of it, because we used to be able to get up on top of it from the back part, and you might be able to see the date still. All right, so as we come up to the roof side, the date used to be on the front. And I'm gonna scratch away at this side, because here's where the date used to be. Well, and it's all grown in with moss. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find the date anymore. But there used to be a date over here. So back when I was a kid, this was much more visible and easy to see. Now that tells me if I continue the red trail down through that way, should be where that truck was I was talking about. Because when we were kids, we came up on the side of it, so I don't know if the truck's still going to be down that way, but we're going to see. That's interesting. This not really much left to it. It's kind of buried. Still got the transmission there. Although it looks like the stick shift we used to play with is kind of gone. So there's the transmission, drive shaft, the chassis. I don't know how good the camera's picking it up. There's the old spoke wheels that I was talking about. Show you the leaf springs on it. So back when I was growing up, they used to have the stick shift for the transmission was, used to have the seat. Well, that's not there anymore. And it used to have the hood. But yeah, pretty much all buried now. Looks like they threw some cut logs on top of it and they took part of the other parts out. And you got more of the springs over here. This right here would have been the front axle. So since I hiked the yellow trail last month, I'm not going to bother hiking the yellow trail or the red trail back. I'm actually right at the road. It's going to be a little bit longer of a walk by the road. But rather than going through the woods, I'm just going to walk the road back by where I used to live and also by Spring Lake Beach. Alright, so it's the end of the season. This is the old stomping grounds of Spring Lake Beach. Looks much different than when I grew up. So this is the beach now itself, and then the arcade is off down that way. You got a nice patio over here. That you can sit out, have breakfast at the restaurants running and the bathrooms. So up along the woods on that side of the lake, that's all where we just hiked early this morning. And you see the house way off in the distance. If the GoPro is picking it up, just over to the right of that is where we had breakfast this morning and coffee. So on my way back to the car now. Still got about a mile and a half back to the car. But yeah, this is Spring Lake Beach, the end of the season.